Bamboo has been cultivated and utilized in China for thousands of years at least, and it is possibly one of the Chinese people's most cherished plants. There is a bamboo forest in Sichuan province in southwest China. Hundreds of millions of bamboos cover 27 mountains and more than 500 peaks. The Bamboo Sea in southern Sichuan is the largest natural bamboo forest in the world. It is said there are 428 kinds of bamboos here. Among them, the Nan bamboo, or Philostachys pubescens, grows the fastest. They cover more than 47,000 square kilometers of the mountainside. And they are able to grow from shoots to mature bamboo in just 40 days and grow into woods within 4 years. Bamboo is the most rare, renewable resource in the mountainous areas. They are surrounded by cloud all year round. In summer, you can see green everywhere. And in winter, everything turns white. There is bamboo scenery, mountains and rivers, lakes, ancient temples, as well as countless streams overflowing from this bamboo sea. These streams tumble from cliff edges, creating a magnificent scene. Deep in the bamboo forest, in the coves surrounded by mountains, there is a crystal clear lake called the Sea Within the Sea. Only by taking a bamboo raft and floating in the waves can you perhaps truly appreciate this wonderful green world.
Located in the westernmost part of China, the Pamir Plateau is called the roof of the Asian continent. With an average altitude of more than 5,000 meters, and with an extreme temperature of minus 50 degrees Celsius. The plateau has about 2,400 billion tons of water frozen at the top of the mountains in the form of glaciers. The Pamir Plateau is not a plateau in the traditional sense, as it is not a vast platform, but a collection of snowy peaks and river valleys. The most famous is located in its southeast. The shape of Mount Muztagh is like an inverted muffin cake. At an altitude of 7,546 meters, and with a water storage capacity of about 45 billion cubic meters, it is truly the father of the ice mountain. It's relatively easy to climb for a 7,000-meter high mountain. For skiing enthusiasts, it's a mountain of dreams. As the highest skiing mountain in the world, its western route is long and deep with snow. After climbing to the top, people can ski directly down the mountain and experience the incomparable thrill and pleasure. The Singing Sands Mountain is located in Dunhuang in western China. As you walk through the quicksand or slide down a sand mountain, sometimes you can hear loud noises from beneath your feet. Hence the name, the Singing Sands Mountain. Nestling between the tall sand dunes, there is a little miracle. This spring, which looks like a crescent moon, has existed for thousands of years and has never dried up. The formation and continuous existence of the Crescent Spring are all related to its topography. The flowing water converges here along the terrain and overflows through a porous geological layer to form the Crescent Spring. Although it's extremely dry here, with the annual evaporation being more than 60 times that of the annual precipitation, the stable water source ensures a sustainable water supply to the spring. It's also due to the low-lying terrain. Whenever there's a sandstorm, it forms an upward spiral airflow between the surrounding sand mountains, sending the sand of the foot back to the top of the sand mountain, saving the Crescent Spring from being swallowed by quicksand. The ancient Silk Road once passed by the Crescent Spring, and today it has become a romantic paradise for visitors. Located in Nanwan Peninsula, 14 kilometers from Lingshui Town, Hainan Province, Nanwan Monkey Island is the only tropical island nature reserve for macaque in China and the world, so people call it Monkey Island. Nanwan Monkey Island is beautiful and charming. There are clean and entrancing beaches so typical of Hainan, with colourful coral reefs. Monkey Island is surrounded by the sea on 3 sides and has a vast expanse of blue waves. The rocks on the island are craggy, like an anchor thrown into the vast South China Sea. It has a mild climate and abundant rainfall, and coconut, lychee, pineapple, carambola and other fruit trees are everywhere. The plants here are evergreen, and flowers and fruits can be found here all year round, providing a typical tropical scenery. It is not only suitable for the growth and reproduction of macaque, but also can provide a plentiful supply of food for the monkeys. The monkeys on the island have been domesticated, and visitors can take pictures of them or have their pictures taken with them. The best time to watch monkeys is when the keeper feeds them. At the sound of a whistle, trees and grass all over the mountain begin to shake. You can see macaques skipping and swinging between trees. In a blink of an eye, they gather together to fight for food and make a lot of noise. Over the years, the authorities have taken a series of protective measures for the monkeys in Nanwan Monkey Island, so the monkeys can have a worry-free life in this natural biosphere. Nanwan Monkey Island has really become a paradise for macaque. Chuai Mountain is located in southwest China and the northernmost part of the Hongduan Mountains. It is also one of the few snow mountains named after birds in China. Local people once called it the mountain over which even the eagle can't fly. The snow-capped and majestic Chuai Mountain has an altitude of 6,168 meters at the highest point and towers above the 10 5,500 meter high peaks around it. Chuai Mountain is a remnant of a geological movement, and with the rise of the Qinghai Tibet Plateau, it has become a huge mountain, towering above the surrounding area. There are snow mountains, wetland, forests, grasslands, glaciers, and other ecosystems. Due to the steep terrain, narrow roads, high altitude, coldness, and oxygen deficiency, it is called the highest and most precipitous mountain in Sichuan and Tibet area. In the 1950s, Chinese people, with sweat, blood, and even lives, built this miraculous mountain road. Chuai Mountain, which is high and precipitous with many glaciers, gained its fame because of this road. In 2017, another 7-kilometer long road was built here, including the Chuai Mountain Tunnel, with an average elevation of 4,300 meters. It is the highest highway tunnel in the world. For this mountain, that once even the eagle couldn't fly over, it now only takes a 10-minute drive to traverse the mountain. Arhai Lake at Dali in southwest China is the second largest freshwater lake in Yunnan province. This beautiful freshwater lake on the plateau covers an area of 256.5 square kilometers, with an average depth of 10 meters and a maximum depth of 20 meters. As Yunnan is located far inland, it is said the people here sometimes call this lake the Arhai Sea to express their yearning for the distant ocean. Formed in a rift depression, Arhai Lake has been known since ancient times as the Flawless Jade among mountains, due to the color and clarity of its waters. The Bai people call it the Mother Lake. Their ancestors knew it as the Golden Moon. Beside the Arhai Lake, there is a mountain peak named Sangshan, which is covered with snow all year round. With an average altitude of more than 3,500 meters, Sangshan Mountain forms a sharp contrast with the beautiful scenery of the Arhai Lake. According to legend, the husband of a princess went into battle just after their marriage. He was gone for more than 10 years, and she feared he had been killed in battle. The princess cried day and night, and her tears gathered to form the Arhai Lake. When her husband eventually returned, he found the princess had died of a broken heart. He swore to heaven that he would turn into a mountain to stay with the lake. The couple, the Arhai Lake and Sangshan Mountain, lived together for eternity. Along the shore of the Arhai Lake, there are many inns where you can hear the gentle lapping of the waters. The lake is also a favorite spot for movie makers. Arhai Lake, shaped like an ear, seems to be listening to every story being told. Jingpo Lake, the largest alpine lava barrier lake in China, is as famous as Lake Geneva in Switzerland. It is located in Heilongjiang province in the northeast of China. Jingpo Lake is 45 kilometers long, with an average depth of 40 meters and a maximum depth of 60 meters. The winter here is cold, with an extreme minimum temperature of minus 35 degrees Celsius. Here, the water flows and the cliffs converge to form a spectacular ice waterfall. At the base of the cliff is the Black Dragon Pool, 60 meters deep. It takes a brave person to jump off the cliff in this world of ice and snow. But don't worry, there is unimaginable warmth under the deep water. Although the winter temperature here is lower than minus 20 degrees Celsius, the temperature at the bottom of the water is kept above 10 degrees Celsius all year round. And the deeper the water, the higher the temperature. Because of underground hot springs, this lake, amid the ice and snow, will never freeze.